Ancient Roman politics are often displayed in the ancient myths about Rome. This can be seen in movies such as Spartacus and Gladiator, both having interpretations of the Senate and a plot to overthrow it. A senator who refers to Rome as the mob, seeing them as a crowd of people you have to keep appeased so as not to be overthrown by them. Julius Caesar made an alliance with Crassus and Pompey, so they could manipulate the Senate into a position that the three of them can make changes to the Senate, and the three of them ruled together for a while. However, the untimely death of Crassus due to the very unnatural cause of being stabbed by a Parthian on the battlefield, Caesar knew it would only be a matter of time before Pompey betrayed him. This would lead to a civil war, which Caesar would lead his legion or army into, eventually having a spy go meet Pompey, behead him, and gallivant around the town with Pompey's head. Without the competition of Pompey, Caesar marched into the Senate with the entire Roman army under his command. The Senate didn't put up too much of a fight to Caesar becoming a dictator. With this power, Caesar added more senators by 150%, not that it mattered as he had a veto to any decision they made anyways. Whereas senators were formally elected by the people for the people, Caesar now chose who stayed and who went. Caesar would not allow opinions against him. Senators who did this would be disbanded from the Senate, and peasants who did this would be killed. Caesar didn't do indoctrination in the traditional sense, as they didn't see it as worthwhile to educate the common folk. However, the Roman Guard did mercilessly kill those who opposed their ruler in any sense, even just chatter. This is much like later dictators, such as Stalin having the NKVD and Hitler having the SS. Caesar forced everyone to participate in his new Roman calendar, the one we still use today, and also their Roman religion. Caesar may not have had propaganda, it's lost to history, but I like to think he did. The remaining statuic depictions of Julius Caesar make him out to look quite like the ideal man of the period, and the sculptors likely made him look at least slightly better than he really did, probably under the suggestion of the emperor himself. This is similar to what Stalin did with his propagandic war photos. Not enough history remains to know for sure, but Caesar likely blamed all problems on his neighboring nations that were at war with him. And this wasn't even necessarily scapegoating, as they genuinely caused most of the problems of the era, such as food shortage. Caesar removed the election of senators, instead selecting them himself. Caesar allowed religion exclusively of the chosen Roman gods and religion, and if you want to stack your stuff on top of it, I guess that's fine, but it still isn't really freedom, as you were forced into the Roman way of religion. The Roman Empire in no way believed in equality, even before they were in a dictatorship, believing the Roman race to be innately superior to other races and making slaves of them. Individual rights were provided if you were a full citizen, born to two Roman parents. Otherwise, you did not get full rights. Ancient Rome actually had a fairly impressive amount of rights for their citizens by the time's standards. However, if the Roman guards wanted to, your rights didn't mean a whole lot. Technically, ancient Rome had a constitution, but it's very unclear how much it was in effect during Julius's reign. Ancient Romans had the right to self-determination, but only if they were wealthy and of Roman descent. Hit the subscribe or give me a good grade depending on who you are. It's 2 in the morning.